I don't have any music today, and I wanted to, excuse me, I wanted to get on to do a chat and chill um, while I am finishing up a project. So I was thinking about you guys, and um, so I jumped on. I wanted to talk to you guys about karmics. So, what are karmics? Karmics are people that we get into relationships with that came to teach us a lesson in this lifetime, right? And if we don't learn the lesson, we're going to have to repeat the lesson with somebody else. It's the same person on the inside, but they look different. So it's a lesson that we need to learn for our soul's purpose, right? And so that's why it can be so challenging because it although it may be a toxic relationship, it's something that you've become comfortable with. And the fact of starting over with someone else, learning another person in a relationship format, um, is more difficult than moving on from a relationship that no longer serves your highest and greatest good. So we all have karmics, whether they're relationship like male female relationships, or it could be family relationships. It can be friendship relationships. It can even be a boss and an employee relationship. But these are relationships that come into our lives to teach us very fundamental soul lessons that if we don't learn the lesson in this time, we'll repeat it again in the next lifetime. So let me give you an example. One of the things that I had to learn um, while growing up on planet Earth was to stand up for myself. I was the youngest of three girls, and for whatever reason, in my body, in my being, I thought that my older sisters were supposed to speak up for me. And they never did. But at the same time, I kept that idea in my head that someone else is going to speak up for me. Someone else is going to speak up for me. Someone else is going to speak up for me until that time never came. And so what happened is that made me vulnerable to people that wanted to come into my life and write my story, right? Because I wasn't speaking up for myself. So that soul lesson I needed to learn in order not to let fraudulent people come in and attempt to write my story where they have no skin in the game. So they can't write my story. And these are the things that we are going through right now as we leave out of the age of Pisces and move into the age of Aquarius. We've got to learn our soul lessons. Now, the reason that the powers that be, have this system set up with the focus being monetary gain and the focus being big booties and BBLs and the focus being, um, what Kiki Palmer is wearing and what her boyfriend is saying. And the focus is to get us off of focusing what we really need to be focusing on, and that's soul growth. Now, I am going to say this: there are some people on earth that are not intended to wake up. Wake up. So it's not our duty to go and wake them up, but it is our duty to shine our light so that those that are like us, we can help them wake up and understand what's going on in this very different world that we live in, right? So the karmics come into our lives to teach us those soul lessons, or sometimes we're too nice and karmics come into our life to show us how to speak up and stand up for ourselves, okay? um, and they come in all different types of relationships. If you find yourself in a boss relationship and you're the employee and they make you feel a certain kind of way, it's connected to some other relationship. It's connected to how you have your being in this world. And we all come into this world to learn these beautiful, fundamental um, soul stories, um, so that we can grow and evolve. Because what we do know is we are spirit beings having a human experience so that we can evolve beyond the human experience. So I just wanted to jump on and remind you of these karmics. When you recognize who the karmics are in your life, um, then you can wrap up that cycle and you don't have to go through another lifetime trying to learn that lesson. And the goal is to learn the lessons of what the people that are in your life came to teach you. If they are high vibratory people, they came to feed your soul, and it's a reciprocal relationship. But if they're low vibratory people, they came to teach you a lesson, regardless to how difficult the lesson is. You don't have to stay in the difficulty of the lesson, but the goal is to learn what this person came to teach me and evolve from there. And once you evolve, your frequency increases and you close out that cycle so that you no longer have that inner baggage. And that's part of shadow work. And so we'll be talking about shadow work on Chemistry's Consciousness channel, amongst so many other things. I am so excited now to um, be able to get on a schedule and talk to you guys and just really have a good time. And so I just jumped on here in the middle of the day. I know everybody's outside enjoying such a beautiful day. And I'm here finishing up a very passionate project. But in the middle of my passionate project, I said I want to connect with you guys. So, remember, the karmics are here to teach us a lesson. Your job is to learn what the lesson is, to digest the lesson, and to move forward with your life with the lesson incorporated into your being, right? It's not to stay stuck in it because you'll do another lifetime with this same lesson. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So that is it for now. I look forward to seeing you guys soon, and I hope you enjoy this Saturday. Namaste.